Alright guys, what's going on? Today, we've got a quick look at the Lumenier Gatebreaker prop. Now I finally had a chance to try these out recently, and I gotta say, pretty impressed. So I want to make this video, share it with you guys. I wanted to share some flight footage, share my thoughts, because I do think that this is going to be a prop that many of you are going to want to pick up a set to try out for yourselves. So let's jump straight into it. Check out these little nubs on the hub. Some of you might be wondering what that is. Some of you probably already know, but this is for Lumenier's upcoming Popo integration. And if you don't know what Popo is, it stands for pop on, pop off. Essentially, it is a quick release mechanism for swapping out props. How cool is that? Alright, so check this out. Push this button, snap the prop on, give it a little twist, and it locks into place. And when you're ready to swap that prop back out, all you gotta do is push that button and it pops right back off again. Not bad. Now, how long this is going to last for a freestyle application, I know there's a couple of concerns about that prop shaft and being damaged. Only time will tell, but really the focus of this video is really just on this prop itself. The other thing I wanted to point out was that this is called the Gatebreaker. With a name like that, you know, you better be able to take a couple of hits without breaking. I can say that it is definitely something that can take a beating. In fact, if you look at this prop right now, you'll notice that there's a crease in there. I've already smacked a tree, tumbled across the grass, and I totally bent this prop, and I was able to just bend it back. So normally with other props that, yeah, you can bend them and bend them back, but sometimes it gets a little pissed. It sounds a little angry at you when you're trying to fly with a broken prop, or a bent prop, I should say. But with these props, I'll say that more often than not, I am able to just bend it back, and I will have little to no effect on the performance. I'll still have clean video as far as the GoPro footage goes, right? So that's one thing freestylers hate is jello. And I'll say that this is definitely one of those props where you could bend it back and most of the time everything's alright. Like, I know your mileage might vary. It's all gonna depend on how bad you bend that prop. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys out there will be able to crash this and bend it in a way where you can't bend it back. But nonetheless, I wanted to point this out because this upcoming flight video is on this bent prop with creases on them. And it's not just that one. I actually had two props that were bent like that I had to go ahead and bend back. And as you're gonna see, there's actually no crazy degradation. There's no loss of performance, and the video still looks clean. Alright, so let's jump into the actual flight video. So when I go up for a flight to test props, the first thing I like to do are very sharp, snappy maneuvers, right? So like snap roll, snap flips, and what I'm really looking for is the bounce back. You know, I like to do some very aggressive turns and change in all kinds of directions, really to see how the prop behaves under these circumstances. So when I'm talking about the feeling of a prop, I think the best way to describe it is how your stick movements translates to the quad movements. Now, some props, in my opinion, are very one-to-one, or they're very robotic, in the sense that what you do on the sticks is a true representation of what the quad looks like when it's flying. With these particular props, it's almost as if it adds like a smoothing factor to your flying. So if you're kind of jittery or maybe kind of rugged on the sticks, flying with these props is going to kind of smoothen things out. When you do a very sharp snap maneuver, some props will have a tendency to exhibit more bounce back, whereas these props actually just smooth you out quite a bit. The low end grunt on these props is awesome. And so if you're like me and you like to come out of dives at the very last second, these are the props to look at for that kind of stuff. For me personally, this is the prop that I would use for my cruising type, mid-range to long-range type flying, where the emphasis is really just the flying itself and how it feels to just kind of carve in the air and looking for that specific flight path. Check these props out, check out the rest of this video, listen to that sound. There's nothing that I love more than the sound of a well-tuned quad. You let me know in the comments, and I'll check you guys on the next one.